Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish the Conqueror. Made some good progress, cleared out a big chunk of the UCAT last time, and today we're going to try to deal with the Gannel clan once and for all. Let's see what this involves. It looks like there's not much room left here for anything. We're probably going to have at least one dungeon, possibly more. Ah, okay. Got a little gated off area. Signs tell you that the Gannel clan lives on the peninsula to the west. You can see their colony, defended by a thick wooden palisade. You remember how hostile they were to you back at Gannel's span. Quite an insult. Their defenses are powerful, easily enough to protect them from the crowds of unorganized swamp runners. You, on the other hand, are a properly trained and equipped Havenite. Seems like a tough fight, but doable. You meet a band of Ukatish warriors. They're not city folk instructed by the masters to leave you be. They're dirty and uncouth louts. Residents of the remote lands, they show you no courtesy. One of them snarls. These are Gannel lands. We don't want Haven here. You should have listened to our message to the east. We see you again and we'll take care of you for good. Hey, you can still see me. Let's just deal with these hedge wizard, huh? Was that runner? Okay, gorilla might be dangerous too. Take the battle seriously from the start. Out of range, okay. Ooh, summoning. Take out the wizard first. Ow. Oh, out of range. Okay, fine. Click bleeding on a bunch of other people. Ooh, resisted. So that's what, 3 actions with my priest and 2 actions with my warrior before another character got my other 2 characters got a single action. This game, man. Okay. Yeah, magic resistance, not too surprising. I have my fancy new sword now. Spider still hasn't had an action. Let's just do it for fun. I'm going back to town. Failed, of course it did. 48. Okay, let's see how that compares to my other character. 44. Eight turns of bleeding. Yeah, I don't know that that's better. It's... Oh, shoot, right, I was out of range. The thugs of the Gannel clan are dead. You continue to have poor relations with these malcontents. Happily, they carry some valuable money and jewelry. Right. Back to camp, get our energy back. Now I'll do this properly. So. Really, the big selling point on this is the 50% chance to slow when you attack. And I guess this is going to be better against heavily armored enemies. I mean, I guess I can have both. I can switch gear in combat, right? I haven't actually tried doing that in this game. You discovered Gannel Estate. Oh, it's open? They're going to let me in? Not suspicious at all. You are at the gates of the Gannel estate. This is the home of the fierce warriors who attacked you at Gannelspan. This is the heart of their power in this land. Your approach has not gone unnoticed. You hear shouts of alarm and running feet coming from through the gate. They are ready to defend themselves. They're not showing us hostile yet. 2 rows of Gannel warriors are looking at you through the gates to the north, lances in hand, ready to throw. One man with a long spear is watching you with fascination. So, this is the corruption that is infecting our land. Who are you? I am Lord Farth, second in line to rule the Gannel clan. I asked for the honor of meeting you at the gates. So who's in charge here? We are led by Lord Luar. He led the Gannel to power and wealth. I will not let him risk his life fighting the wily Havenites. He shakes his head. You must know you are an invader. Why did you come here? I want to deal with the Gannel. We will not let you bribe us. We don't even want you to see your temptations. We will make sure none of us do. We have only one offer for you, Prince. What is your offer? Death. Our people, our histories, our traditions. You want to end them all. Only your destruction could save us now. Yep. Dude, I stood in the wrong spot. Oh. Well, since that works. It will stun them. There's another one here. I wonder if I can just kill Lord Farth right here. Are you in range? Oh, we can even go around. Okay, well that's gonna make this easier. I should probably finish the other guy off, honestly. Okay, yeah, Lord Farth is not particularly, oh, bleeding wore off, nice. Not particularly strong. Let's just take this guy out. I'm lining myself up for a nice AoE attack here. Well, he's gone. Heal our mage. Whoops, okay, yeah. I guess hitting caps lock doesn't actually matter. So... in a game where you have infinite ammo, so there's no resource conservation aspect to ranged attacks, setting up a bunch of barriers and then letting us just kind of go through them is, like, having a bunch of melee units on the other side of barriers is what I'm trying to say. Not the best strategy. I wonder if they even know how to open the door. So if they don't... okay, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah. more turns of bleeding. It's actually a lot of damage. It didn't wear off. You're outside the barracks of the Gannel clan. Some of their warriors were hiding inside, waiting to launch an ambush. When you get close to their door, they decide to just leap out and stab you. Fair enough. Are these just runners? Yeah, runners and wolves. Shoot. That was not how I wanted that to play out. I was hoping you would get an action first. Oh, now everybody is stunned. Including me. Probably don't need to use any more energy on this fight. Wolf is tanky. Critical and slow. Nice. Okay. Barracks should be relatively empty now. Iron and money. Nice. Although if the building's this big, then possibly not. Not completely empty. This is the prison of the Gannel clan. The cells are full. These truculent Uktish have arguments with many more than just Haven. Immediate assumption is that the Mirelings are hostile. Oh, they're actually chained up inside the room as well as, I'm guessing is what's going on here. This is a big surprise. The Gannel have Mirelings chained up in here for some reason. They are hungry, but they still have a lot of spirit. They bare their teeth at you. One of them raises his paw. Free, help, help, free. Why are the Gannel holding you? The Mireling nods. Free, free. How did you get here? Mireling's confused. Free, free, help, free. You completed the exit now. You strike off the shackles. The Mirelings rise and stretch. They run and grab weapons off the walls. Then they look at you, hungrily. They bare their teeth, snarl, and attack. Yeah, predictable. We did get experience for it, though. Being vulnerable is a bigger concern than the damage, honestly. These things are pretty sturdy. There we go. Yeah, I don't think the fact that I'm doing magic damage is helping me at all, because this looks like an armored opponent. So it's really just a preference as to which weapon I want to use. And then Oh, Ariel. That's unexpected. You find several Ariel chained in the cell, hungry and dirty. They don't look like blessed or warriors, just merchants, most likely. They realize that you aren't Gannel. One says, "A rescue? Please say this is a rescue." How did you get here? The Gannel took us. We're merchants. We were just camping by the main road. We carried fine wood, nothing more. The warriors grabbed us in the middle of the night. Why are the Gannel holding you? They shake their heads. They said they would need us because Haven returned. We don't even know what that means. Stay here until it is safe. Really? We'll stay here. Please don't forget us. We're all going to be the same. Looks like it. Okay, barracks was empty, aside from prison. You emerged from the... because everybody had come up previously. You emerged from the entry gateway in time to see most of the Gannel clan fleeing. The docks are downslope to the west. You can see the boats of the Gannel carrying as many non-combatants and as much wealth as they can bear. The Gannels are determined to flee and survive this day. Only the warriors remain. Yes, you can break the power of the clan. Their people will survive and their descendants will hunger for revenge. Oh well, a problem for another day. I guess there's not much I can do about that, huh? Unless we start killing all the non-combatants, I'm sure that would do great things for Haven's reputation. Storyteller Tuana, huh? Just start killing a potentially non-combatant. Because why not? Although she has way too much health. And in order to be a regular person. Tuana is looking a bit battered, but she isn't daunted. Her rage only increases. She shouts, "Earth! Your servant and protector needs you! Save me!" Two of her puppies begin to grow very quickly. Okay. There we go. This is probably what I was supposed to get first. The shaman of the Gannel clan waits for you in the front of the main hall. Several swamp runners guard her, and a few puppies play at her feet. She points her staff at you. "Stop, invader! Enough blood has been shed for today." I am Storykeeper Tuana, and I forbid you. Sorry, you're a what now? I am the storekeeper of the Gannel clan. All clans have one who remembers the crimes committed against us and against the Ukatish. We keep the old ways. We kill and die for them if need be. So if I kill you, your clan will forget some of their hatred? Is that what you're saying? That's what I just heard. What old ways will you kill and die for? Have you learned enough of the Ukatish to know? All the other clans yearn for the respect of other lands. We tell how this is always a lie. You will give us bribes and threats, but you only want to trap us. We Gannel are the only ones who realize that. That is why we have to kill you. This is tragic. She is suddenly furious. Tragedy? You're the invader. You're the one who's killing us. You want to corrupt all the old ways of the Ukatish. We will not let you. We will die first. Sure. Haha, you poisoned your dog. Ooh, that was a lot of damage, actually. I need to take this seriously. Ooh. Wow, that was a lot of poison. Okay, let's come down here. Stun resisted, of course. So how seriously do I need to take this? Seriously enough that I should be summoning skeletons everywhere? Possibly. Let's take this as seriously as we can. I'm going to hit the skeleton no matter what I do here. Well, I mean, I could change my angle. Cure that poison. Oh, still not cured. Knock back. Hmm. Do a little bit of blocking here. We slowed her. Tana stumbles backward. She looks up at you, terrified. You have heard of this look, the look of a vassal who finally realizes that the power of Haven can never be resisted. She shouts, "Uktish soil, please, sustain your servant." Once again, the earth answers. Fenris beasts, huh? Nice. Missed the target I really wanted. Almost down. Guess we'll do another one of these. Got her. Okay. Now it's just a matter of finishing off everything else. I think we're in an okay spot. What are you doing? Fear resisted. Who's that? Do another shockwave? Probably not. Let's just, well... No, it is your job. Ah, shoot. Again, I should have just manually done that. Okay, here's the docks that they ran to, I guess. It is the Fenris Beast who's trying to scare me. Okay. Alright. Only one energy back from that, huh? So we've got what looks like a main hall. Let's just clear the outdoors first. Make sure there are no more warriors around here. Okay, looks good. Let's investigate the bakery. Oh, there's a trapdoor. Wild Wolf actually does some damage, okay. Not doing that much damage though, so we're not going to use any energy in this fight. Killing 4 enemies should give us 1 energy back in recovery after the fight. So the minimal amounts of damage that we're taking here. There's We are going to have to invest in a little bit of healing, unfortunately. That's fine, that's what my priest is for. Alright, you. Might as well. Whoops. Ah, that was a misclick. Okay. Wooden coins, very nice. And just up into the other building. Okay. And nothing in here. Well, what is this? We have not been in here. Stone, iron, and wood. Okay, some nice resources here. Just a building, okay. Let's go in the back. In fact, let's go around the back first and see. Nope. No pod or anything hidden there. Oh. Well, I guess it didn't matter then. Really? The door is securely locked and barred and you don't have the key. Lord Luar is down here. Let's clear out any guards that are hidden around here so we don't get ambushed from all sides. Scroll of Life, sure, grab that. Jade neck piece is just a 3 augment necklace, okay. Probably you are in line for an upgrade, although... Yeah, with 3 augments I can probably make something better than what I have. Door is locked, don't have a key. This was also locked, right? I think I already did this, yep. Okay, interesting. Why do I get a pop-up down here and a full text box on the other one? I don't know. Alright. Door is locked, don't have a key. Door is locked, don't have a key. Okay. At last you enter the main hall of the Gannel clan. As expected, their highest lord is waiting for you. He wears heavy leather armor, and his old spear is covered with brutal barbs. His age and gray hair make him no less intimidating. There's also the tingle of magic in the air. You immediately note an empty magic circle to the east. The lord waves you forward. Come, cowardly Havenite. Come make your last parley. The lord of the clan points his spear at you. This is the last stand. This is the final moment of truth for the Ukatish. Face me, intruder. Identify yourself. I am Prince Nithin of Haven. And I am Lord Luar, highest leader of the Gannel clan. You come here to hunt us as the Ariel used to. Why did you have to do that? Your warriors tried to kill me. That must be answered. We could have kept you out, you know, except for the greed of the Brock clan. He spits in anger. Is this where I die now? Are we the only ones who will stand for the purity of the Ukatish? What is this purity you will die for? The whole world hates and curses and mocks us. They only want to use and despise us. Only the Ukatish can love the Ukatish. Only we can ever treat us with respect. You will never, ever fool us into thinking otherwise. Your paranoia is obsolete. It is an idea that will fade away. That is not Haven's choice to make. Never was, never will be. If we are mad, we will be free to be mad on our own. No lies. It is time. Charge. Ukatish Gorilla. Okay, this stuff doesn't seem too bad. It really just matters what we end up having summoned. Okay, what's my current angle looking like? Not great. Go down here, though. Oh, hey. Can't hit everything. Look, a distraction. Weird for a priest to go last. That doesn't happen too often. Make sure everybody's in line of sight. Beer, of course. Fear wore off. Nice. One more of these. Gotta take down his minions. Killed the wolf. Okay. Run away from the summoning circle. Lord Luar is annoyed. This bit of magic was very, very expensive. Curse you for making us expend it. He mutters a command. There's a sound of wailing and torment. A moment later, demonic spiders appeared in the magic circle. The spider glows slightly and its abdomen is covered with protective runes. Destroying it would be extremely difficult. Ooh, infernal spider. That's exciting. The amount of damage I just took is not exciting, though. Okay, let's just start the bleeding. Space is blocked, huh? Oh. Taking a lot of damage here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to out-heal. Nice, we stunned them both. You will run away from the scary spider. Weakness, okay. Try to distract the spider a little bit. A little bit scared to see what the spider's attacks are going to be like. Bleeding resisted, bloodletting, bleeding applied anyway. That bleeding debuff is pretty nice. Lord Luar whistles. You hear furious shouting to the north. Okay, I guess because he was stunned or something, he didn't get that off in a while. But yeah, these doors all opened and the soldiers came out, probably. But it's too late. Lord Luar staggers back, and I leveled up. He's seen enough battle to know that his newest wound is a mortal one. He looks at you. My children will strike. My children. Children. And he collapses. The key hangs from his belt. You take it. The infernal spider crumbles into dust. The power of the Gannel clan has been broken. Maybe someday it will rise again. That is a problem for another generation. Yeah, here we go. Unnamed shaman, you should go down the fastest. Still got all our summons here. Oh. I was expecting that to really hurt. Shaman down. Unfortunately, Shaman did get a summon off. Mage Dolak, you have a name, but not that much health for a named character. Decently high defense, I guess, unless that was just a low roll. Everybody kind of clumped up, and I don't like it. Because the runners could also use the Steel Darts ability. Potentially. Good, okay. Turns of poison. Okay. Get rid of that. 2 more energy. Nice. These rooms should now be empty. Bed that we can't rest in. Okay. Good amount of money. Helm of the Woods. +1 to life drain. That is significantly less armor than what I have, though, because I think these are the best helmets in the game, if I remember right. At least the best ones I can make in my town. 2-5, 4-2 life drain. So, as cool as this is, it's probably just going to be sold. Fanatic's Fetish. +1 to free mind, and 3... Okay, that is really good. +1 to free mind only actually matters on my age, I think. Despite that, I might... Well... Yeah, I can switch the Static Jade over to the Priest, maybe. It doesn't have the healing buffs on it, but I can add them. I don't know. We'll think about that when I'm messing around with my inventory next. Okay, just a room. Use a key to unlock the door. Oh, stairs up. Oh, weird. Oh, did I loot this? I did not. Take the money. Alright, well, let's see what's upstairs. Vengeful Gannel. This is where the Gannel came, in more peaceful times, to read, play, and teach their children. Now there are only 3 grief-stricken women of the Gannel. They stand tall, ready to try to gain some small revenge for what their clan has lost. Are these just normal people? Or is there going to be something nasty here? Well, casters of a sort. There we go. Block damage. My magic defense is so high that my mage didn't take any damage there. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. Alright. heal. One last treasure chest. Scroll of Mercy. We did not show to the survivors of the Gannel clan. Arcanist Ruin, +4 to magical damage. Seems cool, but I probably won't use it. Well, I guess I'll put it into my wand, actually, is what I'll do. And money. Alright. Well, that wasn't too hard. Dealt with them, which I guess was a pretty big political move. So we just took one of the 4 lead families of the region and just took them out. Okay, so yes, you have... there's not really much point in investing in any of these things, because I'm never going to use them, right? Terrifying Scream, maybe? +4 to magic damage. I guess I could unlock it. I could start unlocking evasion and going for speed. It's probably the best play. We don't want hide and shadows. I guess we'll do that. Are we going to use either of these ever? I guess we can take healing. Just in case. As for you, we're going to take this. It's going to greatly increase your amount of energy. Basic attack, Icy Blow. So yeah, damage goes down significantly if we do that. The main problem is just that we can't put augments in there. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. Oh, your inventory is full. That's because you have scrolls that we're going to sell. That's fine. Yeah, Jade Neckpiece we're just going to sell. But Fanatic's Fetish we need to do something with. We need to figure out. As for your ability, I guess we're working towards this. So we'll get you your skeleton summon. Working towards haste, I think. Yeah. Teleport's a decent utility spell, given how little I do curing. I mean, I'm never going to use teleport either, but it'll be really, really nice to have on the rare occasion where I do decide I want to use it. Okay. I want to install augments and runes. Right. No, not yet. Here it is. +1 to magical damage. No, we're going to upgrade. Draconic Orb. I should just sell this. It's strictly worse than what I have. Okay, sell. Sell. Shielding Band. Yeah, we're going to sell that as well. Okay, 3 augments is really nice, but we have 3 augments and a bunch of other stuff. Go for augments. Am I ever going to use this? I don't think I am. It has the poison debuff, or the poison resist, but it's not. Okay, no, I'm never going to use that at this point. Plus 3 magic damage, 3 magical energy. Helm of the Woods, yeah, we're just going to sell that. 1 to Disruption, plus 1 to Time Warp. 2 spells that I never use. Causing weakness and slow. AoE weakness, AoE slow. Both pretty nice, but I just pretty much use the AoE stun as the better option than either of those. Because it still slows if I miss, and it does damage. So yeah, I'm never going to use that. Plus 3 to maximum energy is pretty good, though. I don't think I'm going to be swapping off of those. Am I ever going to use a ring that's just plus 3 to damage over plus 3 to energy? I don't think I am. I'll hold on to it. Alright, inventory. We'll hold on to these on the off chance that I ever decide to do them. I'm never going to do a Poison Rain build. I should just sell that. All the money pop-ups. Okay, you're going to equip that. But now I need 3 augments. Do I have any? I've got runes. Yeah, I don't have any augments on me. Here. I want to make augments. I need 3 of them. Alright, we need Surgeon. That'll make up for the selling the previous healing item that we had. And aside from that, we then get 2 more slots. Duration augment. This would actually be better than what we had, because I think it was just 10% duration before. So we could just go straight upgrade, or we could do something else. Do I need armor? Probably not on this character. We go healing augment. Just go all in on heal. And then duration. Sure. I was considering going with the haste, but and you know, going haste is probably the best play, honestly. Probably the best play. However, I don't want to just only do haste and armor and everything. I'd rather mix things up a little bit at least. At least have my priests doing something different. I'd like to discuss the Yucatish. Tell me about their clans. What of the Gannel? They're a powerful and dangerous clan. Much of their wealth comes from controlling the Gannel span. I believe they attacked you there. They hate Haven and are only interested in driving us out. Happily, you have done much to teach them not to oppose us. Alright. So let's cash in the quest. Alright, getting our wood up again. Wood income is not bad. But I can tank the wood income so fast. That's just a normal house. Where's the commander? Oh, clan hall. I have raised the Gannel estate. Tell Bracton Carr the tale. He listens with rapt attention, laughing at the more gruesome parts. Oh, how we tired of the Gannels. They hate, like all proper Uktish, but they turned their hate and greed at us, swamp folk like them. Now that they are reeling, there is a chance, for the Brock, and for you. I say this as acting lord. The path through the Ukat is open. Your soldiers can get here freely. With your help, fat, lazy Borgin can be taken off the throne with one swift action. Make this happen. Fight with us. In return, the Brock will make the Ukat your vassals again. You'll obey your old treaty with us. Okay. Tempting, but I do want to talk to Borgin first, just to see what their side is. I need to be sure about this. Rakton Carr is too much a warrior to hide his disappointment. Fine, look for a better deal if you must. You won't find a better offer than ours. Act quickly. This opportunity is rare. It won't last. The Worgen are threatening you. Let's report that. They've ruled for a century. Okay. I guess it's the same as before, actually. Well, that's, progress. Yeah. Quest Brockton Carr. So to really cash this in, I have to actually commit to joining against the Worgen. Let's just explore out this way for a few minutes and do a couple overworld fights, and then that'll be it for today, I think. Farm raises weeds. This is all there. That's all it seems to have. Just odd shrubs and scrawny flowers and twisted vines. There is an old man sitting by this fire. He holds a feather pen and he is scrawling odd symbols on a filthy sheet of parchment. He looks up at you and frowns. Hello, outsider. I am Vona. Sit. He motions at the smoky fire. What are you working on? Just making symbols. I don't like to waste scrap papers. I make my own ink for my plants. I write my symbols. When I'm done, they have magic in them sometimes. How do you put the magic into them? Don't know. I plant the things I want to plant. I make the ink. I think hard and write my wishes. Sometimes it works. Are you a shaman? Nay, my power doesn't come from here, he points at the ground. It comes from here, he points at his chest. I'm a hedge wizard, or so that some call me. What do you do with these scrolls? Sell them. When they're done, don't want to see them again. He's irritated by questions. Tell me about these lands. This is the Yucat. Plenty here for you to sneer at and judge. You want fancy business? Go to Chinde. He nods towards the town to the north. Can you buy something? Okay, scroll merchant. Cool. Scratching at his dirty scroll. Sure. There are some merchants sitting around this fire, guarded by a pair of soldiers, much to your surprise. They are Havenites. They know who you are, but out here in the wild, people are informal. They invite you to sit at the fire and share their meal. Have some food. Sure. It's a simple traveler's stew with proper ingredients. No lizard meat. It's far below what you got back at the palace, but it's satisfying. How did he get out here? The merchant laughs and opens her back. You see mud-spattered Ukatish clothes. General Ajax has been sending infiltrators up here since you opened up the Mirefangs, mostly by ship. He wants you to be able to open up Fort Darkfen when you reach it. I guess I could have just run this way before I opened it up, but I have opened Fort Darkfen. Anything I should know about the Ukatish? They hate us. But that's alright, they hate everyone. It's a peaceful hate. Let's trade. Resources, well... Yes, we will buy all of these. I'll be going. Safe travels, Prince. Sacramentum will be havens again. Alright. It does remind me, though. Should I report that I've opened the second fortress? Gannel span can be passed. Give report. General Ajax looks embarrassed. I'm sorry for making that sound difficult. Haven has centuries of training, experience, and equipment by it. I should not have suggested that passing a vital checkpoint would be difficult. He looks thoughtful. Prince, I am surprised. I had heard that you would be hesitant to explore and fight to obey the Queen's orders, yet you have done so much. If I can be so bold, why? I was given orders by the Queen. I will obey them. I understand. Queen Sharon commands great respect among all of us, both citizens and soldiers. Do you have any intelligence that can help me proceed? I'll change largest city as Chinde. I'm sure I've talked about this many sessions ago. I've made contact with Chinde. The general has Sage Bayarma emerge to take notes. You tell him the current situation, valuable information. Combine this with what we have learned since you left. This Brock clan is wealthy, competent, and not entirely hated. They could be a useful resource for us. While you are gone, I will try to learn more about them, their resources, their strengths and weaknesses. What is left for me to explore in Ukatish lands? You have finally gotten close to the home warren. When Haven last left these lands, it was the ruling seat of the Ukatish. Nobody has told us that this has changed. At last, you can confront their leader, he checks his note. King Borgen the 53rd. Perhaps he will just submit to us and pay us our due. If not, well, that is why we are here. Alright. So there was actually more to say here. And that makes me wonder... if there was something I could have said here about what I've done. General Toru. I've met with the High Council. Tell the tale. General Toro listens attentively to your story. Then something very strange happens. He leans back. Odd creases appear in the skin of his face. He convulses slightly. A strange noise emerges from him. The old vassal is laughing. What's so funny? Oh, the Ariel. They never fail to disappoint. So much power and wealth, and the leaders sit in a tower and dispense such nonsense. Well, we've learned all we can. Now all that is left is the processing, I suppose. We must deal with this vassal. What is to be done about the Ariel? I'm eager to deal with them. They need a bit of discipline. That requires an order from you. We need to find a faction who can take power with our help and obey their treaty with us. The Trenchhounds are unhappy. The High Council is mercurial. Either might help. It is time for these battalions to take action. The entire room gets very tense. All listen carefully. General Toru leans forward. These battalions ready to fight. Who can we battle to make the Ariel our vassals again? I'm not sure. Toru nods. He betrays no emotion. Then we will return to our preparations. Give us a target, and we will be ready. Okay. Right, I need to leave. Okay, so I had more dialogue there, but yes, I have to finish the fight in Niall Holvo before I can get them on board. This farm is home to a band of wandering traders. Fortunately, they are at home. They sit around this fire, sipping tea, maintaining their gear, and planning their caravan's next trip. Once they have inspected you, they see the obvious opportunities. They invite you to join them for tea. They're proper merchants, and greed helps them to overcome the standard sullen Ukadish character. You talk of the road and of events in Sacramentum. After a time, they mention that they do have quality goods available for trade. They look at each other, judging how to play the situation. Finally, the matriarch says, "You are a wealthy Havenite. Your equipment and supplies are the best. Still, I think we can provide you with things you could use. In return, we would humbly ask a favor of you." What do you want? Haven is returned to Sacramentum. That means that the Ukadish will soon be your vassals again. We are too divided and greedy to resist you. That means that you will be elevating a clan to deal with. If we knew which clan we could prepare, there would be profit in it for us. Go on. You have traveled, talked to people. Who do you think is a suitable ally for Haven? Certainly not the Gannel. The Borgin? The Brock? The Ick? You note a conspicuous lack of clan colors on these merchants. I won't share Haven's secrets with traders. I don't mind actually telling them, but I don't know yet, because I need to talk to Borgin. Ick, I don't think it's going to be Ick. So it's probably going to be Brock, but I want to talk to the Borgin before I commit. Entirely wise. Still bad to try. I'm afraid we're busy now. We wish you luck on the road. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to them again later if I remember and if they allow me to. There are a lot of farms along the main road through Ukadish lands. Dirty, sickly farmers do their best to draw sustenance from the marshy ground. You don't get a chance to speak with them. When you come into sight, they rapidly find reasons to be elsewhere. Oh yeah, they're not going to talk. Okay. Rouge Crossing to the east, Home Warren east, Chinde to the west. Yep. Yeah, it looks like... To the east, you see another massive fen cutting across Ukadish lands. Traveling through that endless mire without a guide would probably result in your spending eternity at the bottom of a pool of quicksand. Happily, there's a land bridge through the fen not far to the east. You discovered Rouge Crossing. Oh, and it is actually a location. Okay. Good to know. I wasn't sure if I was going to run across or not. See a group of young Ukadish warriors. They have filthy leather armor and wicked barbed spears, and the cold and mist doesn't bother them at all. They are walking through the fen, but they seem confused and lost. They watch you nervously from a safe distance. Let's talk to them. They are friendly for Ukadish. They were nervous at first, but then they realized that you are a Havenite. They were sent by their clan to sign on with Haven's army. This is very common in vassal states. Haven pays very well and provides excellent training. Give them directions to a Haven fort. Fortunately, you rebuilt one of Haven's fortresses in the Ucat. You give the soldiers directions, they march off in the correct direction. Your battalions are strong, but Haven is never able to control a vassal state without recruiting warriors that already live there. Yeah. Saw something similar in the Ariel. I see wood. Stumble upon a cache of wood and iron. Fortunate find. Nice. Fort Bannerspire to the north. Okay. Let's run back to Chinde. And that gives us a few things to do. Fort Bannerspire, probably where we're going to go next time. And then doing the Rouge Crossing, if if time permits. So Fort Banner Spire next time. I will see you then.